Hello and welcome back. My name's Angela, and today I'm going to be talking about, is isolating yourself a trauma response? So here's some questions to ask yourself. Do you find yourself withdrawing from social interactions? And have you noticed a tendency to isolate yourself even from loved ones as well? So basically, it's not just about preferring time alone. Like, we all like to have some time on our own. Some of us do anyway. So it could be a deeper issue linked to past trauma. Isolation might seem like a safe haven to you, but it can be a sign of an underlying trauma response that you haven't yet come across. So many people don't realise that self-isolation can be a defence mechanism as well. I'm not just talking about when you just want to sort of have a day in, like a duvet day or something like that. I'm talking about when you, for extended periods of time, when you feel like you just don't want to be around people. So it can be a defence mechanism triggered by traumatic experiences. So the trauma can reshape its way in the way that we perceive safety and trust. You don't trust people, so you don't want to be around people. And these thoughts can spiral and escalate and mean that you just want to stay in and you don't want to socialise with people. So understanding the connection between trauma and isolation is crucial for recognising and addressing this coping strategy as well, or whether or not it is a coping strategy. So basically, ignoring this pattern can lead to worsening mental health and can give you sort of make issues worse, such as anxiety, depression, and feeling a sense of loneliness as well. And I know this is a thing that's come up a number of times on questions that I've had directly to me about, and there's some that I've seen on groups as well, about people mid-40s like I am, in a sense of loneliness and just feeling like they're on their own, or people just don't get them as well. These sort of feelings can end up spiraling as well. So yeah. And long-term isolation as well can lead to sort of damaging relationships. So people might not actually feel like, you could have somebody reaching out to you basically worried about you, generally worried about you, one of your friends, and you could just be like, oh, I just, I've got things going on, I don't want to talk. These people might actually not understand what you're going through if there's stuff that you haven't dealt with, and they might end up just thinking, all right, well, she doesn't want to know, so I'm not going to bother contacting her again, which is not what you want. It can hinder your personal growth as well and prevent you from getting the support you need to heal. So just think about that when is it the fact that you need to be alone, or is there something else that you may need to work on as well? Here's some strategies that you can use. So acknowledge your feelings. And I've said this in previous videos. So the first step is the acknowledge that your tendency to isolate be rooted in past trauma. And it's recognising the connection that can help you address it more effectively. So just sort of being aware, that self-awareness basically, to know that might be the issue in the first place. And also to be able to know that there's therapies out there that could help you. So there's therapies like cognitive behavioural therapies, hypnotherapy, which is what I do, and MDR. There's lots and lots of different therapy that can help you deal with trauma and that can be really, really beneficial if that's something that you think you may need. If you've been isolating for such a long time and you feel like you do want to sort of be back around people, gradual sort of social re-engagement as well. So start gradually re-engaging with trusted friends, the safe people that I've spoken about in videos before, or the family, perhaps if you have family that you can trust. Just small positive social re-interactions and just getting around people again and building up your sense of safety and your sense of trust if you've been sort of self-isolating for so long as well. It's a really big part, and it's completely understandable for those people that have been sort of self-isolating for so long. And I know COVID had a massive, I probably shouldn't mention that in this video, whatever. It had a massive part in people isolating and feeling like they're on their own. So that's the thing now. It's more widely spoken about now because of what happened a few years ago. People are kind of understanding how people felt when they were isolating before, and the knock-on effects on people's mental health as well. Put in a good support system around you, and that can even be online. There's plenty of groups online. Some of them I wouldn't necessarily recommend. Some of the Facebook groups can end up being self-fulfilling prophecies. But getting in professional groups with therapists and communities where you can share your experiences and learn from others and not be sort of in that self-fulfilling prophecy of being on your own. And then practice self-compassion as well, being kind to yourself and understanding that isolation can be a response to pain. Okay to take small steps towards change at your own pace as well. And therapeutic activities, things like journaling, art, mindfulness, things that you probably haven't done for a while, that help you get out of your head and realise that you can reduce the urge to isolate by going to sort of these kind of groups as well. And they're therapeutic activities. There's tons of them out there. You can find them online when you do searches now. Isolation might seem like a way of protecting yourself. It really is essential to realise that sometimes, not all the time, it's a potential trauma response and that you don't have to be on your own. And by acknowledging your feelings, seeking help and gradually reintegrating with the world, you can actually start to heal and rebuild connections, and remembering that you don't have to go through this alone and that there is support available. And if there's anything you need help on, please feel free to add a message in the comments or DM me directly. That is what I'm here for. But thank you very much for listening. I hope this video has helped. Let me know. Thank you.